Please be seated. Oops. Good afternoon. I'm honoured to be the Chancellor of the University of Manchester, and I'm delighted to welcome you today to the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for your ceremony. I'd like to congratulate all of you for your hard work and magnificent achievements, particularly in the face of some notable adversity during your time here. We know that for some of you here today, your formal degree award is still to follow due to the industrial action that's taken place. We respect the right of our colleagues to take the industrial action. We're saddened by the consequences that this has had. However, please remember, this does not take away anything from your achievements or the reason we are here to celebrate you. You have all met, adapted to, and overcome challenges not known in a century, making these achievements all the more remarkable. The skills, knowledge, and experience that you have developed during your time here will give you a very strong platform to not only build your career and achieve your goals, but also to succeed in the face of any obstacles that you might meet in the future. We're also delighted to see so many friends, family members, and supporters here. We thank you for the support and encouragement you have given to our students during their studies, which has been so important to them. You can be extremely proud of what they've achieved, but also I can assure you that colleagues across their schools and faculties are also proud. When you decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to make your mark on the future, both for yourselves and for the greater good of society and the environment. As the first university in the United Kingdom to set social responsibility as a core goal, we encourage all of our students to engage in transformational activities, both in their studies and beyond, to help them stand out, consider their place in the world, and ultimately to make a difference. Although you may be glad to see the end of assignments, etc., the planning, research, critical thinking, and writing skills that you have deployed and nurtured will be of great value to you in the world of work or perhaps during further study. The way you have balanced your commitment to academic life with other interests will help you find a work-life balance as your career and your future unfolds. And of course, we must not forget the strong, supportive friendships and relationships you have forged here, which I hope will sustain you for the many years to come. Put simply, your achievements cannot be overestimated given the challenging times that we have faced, not only as a community, but as citizens of the world. And as you reflect on the past and plan for the future, allow yourselves to be inspired by the university motto, Cognitio Sapientia Humanitas, knowledge, wisdom, humanity. We encourage you to boldly pursue new ideas and share and apply your knowledge and skills to benefit others. You can be confident that wherever you choose to work, wherever in the world you choose to work and make an impact, the value of your degree will be widely recognized. Manchester is known as one of the world's leading universities, placed 28th globally. The last 12 months have seen the university demonstrate our research impact as a local, national, and global scale. Our submission to the Research Excellence Framework, which is a UK-wide assessment of research, was one of the largest and broadest in the sector. Many of you here today will have played your part in the extraordinary effort. We're delighted with the results, which found that overall 93% of the university's research activity was assessed as world-leading or internationally excellent. Beyond our reputation as a renowned centre of academic excellence and pioneering research and discovery, we're also proud of our well-established and recognised success in social responsibility. Earlier this year, the focus culminated in our university ranking first in Europe and second in the whole world in the Times Higher Education University Impact Ratings based on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Indeed, we're the only university in the world to feature in the top 10 every year of those rankings. This fantastic achievement shines a light on our core values and recognises what we can achieve together, delivering benefits for the good of society and transforming lives for the better. So armed with your academic success, your skills, and your breadth of experiences, there is every reason to be positive about the future. Your job prospects, having studied here, are enviable because employers all around the world recognise the value of a University of Manchester education. Today, it's a hugely important milestone, and you will celebrate your success. But this is the beginning of the journey, and your association with Manchester will not end. The return on your investment continues beyond today's celebrations. Our career service is available for you now and for the next 3 years, and you can continue to make use of our world-class facilities and world-class libraries. We're proud to have the largest alumni community of any campus-based university in the United Kingdom. You are now part of more than 500,000 graduates living and working in more than 190 countries around the world, all linking back to Manchester. As alumni, you can help future students in so many ways, as ambassadors of the university, in student placements and employment, and directly in the development of the university. You are vital to its future. We sincerely hope today will not be your last contact with the university. Remember that our doors will always be open to you. I'm very pleased now to introduce to you Catherine Leopold, who studied German and linguistics and is chair of the University of Manchester Alumni Association. She's also a senior teaching fellow at the University of Greenwich Business School and was named earlier this year as one of the top 5 educators in the UK for work-based initiatives. Catherine.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today, a small part of these big celebrations. But it's a long time since I sat where you're sitting now. But when I graduated, it was on a really hot day, turn of the century. So although some of you will be disappointed that it's not hot today, trust me, this is better. You will look much less flushed in your photographs than I did. Now, I've stayed connected to the university since through the Alumni Association, which I currently chair, and this brings me back to campus for events and connects me to the hundreds of thousands of alumni around the globe that Nazir mentioned. The last time I was in this building was for the annual Volunteer of the Year Awards in May, where I was, once again, astonished at the commitment of University of Manchester students to give back, to use your skills to benefit causes and projects that you believe in. But today, I'm talking to you as you stand on the threshold of your next adventures. In this great hall, we stand on the shoulders of giants, Nobel Prize winners, world-changing inventions, world-shaping movements. In this great city, we are connected to an amazing tradition of Manchester doing things its own way and doing them well. Whether it's industry, music, sport, humanitarian aid, nowhere does it quite like Manchester. The university is an integral part of the heartbeat of the city and has weathered challenges and changes for almost 200 years. But when I say the university, I mean more than just these buildings, because universities are in essence a collection of people, thinking, discovering, inventing, analysing, debating and challenging. So sat here today, you are the university. You are the thinkers, the knowledge creators. You stand on the shoulders of giants, but you are forging the new paths ahead. In my day job as a lecturer, I think a lot about how degree programmes support people to develop knowledge, skills and attributes that equip them to be successful in the future. Now, one of the main things which employers are talking about is curiosity. So the World Economic Forum's Future of Job report found that analytical, creative thinking, resilience, flexibility, motivation, self-awareness, curiosity, and lifelong learning are the core skills now in demand. But when I reflect on my interactions with the University of Manchester students, I'm really pretty confident that these skills match my impressions of the core skills that you've all developed. Now, I was asked to deliver an inspirational address, so I spent some time thinking about what we mean by inspiration. It comes in many forms, and we often use it to mean a genius idea, something which strikes from the blue. But I much prefer Thomas Edison's take on it, that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But I like it when the way he said it later on, when he said, stuff. I tell you, genius is hard work, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. And that idea of stick-to-itiveness is embodied by all of you in front of me here today. You've all navigated significant challenges to get to this point, those shared by us all in the form of COVID and the global challenges, and those experienced individually. Many of you here today will feel changed by your university experience. Often, higher education study creates space for self-reflection, which profoundly changes our sense of who we are. For some of you, this will have been a joyful process. For others, difficult and sometimes painful. Some of you have adapted to degree-level study with neurodiversity, disability, learning differences. Some of you will have faced huge financial pressures. Some of you will have juggled raising families, caring for others, working far more part-time hours than you'd have liked, being estranged from families, responding to early lives in care. Some of you here are carrying on your shoulders a deep desire to honour your family's decision to move to the UK or to send you to the UK to study by doing the very best you can to turn those decisions into brighter futures. So whatever has motivated you to stick to it, whatever challenges you have faced, I hope today you are proud of being here and proud of what you have done to be here. And that leads me to my next thought about inspiration. In medical terminology, it means breathing in. Moments of change are often marked by the need to take a deep breath before we step into the next challenge. And I'm sure I'm not the only person here who has to take a big, deep breath before standing up in front of an audience like this. That sense of taking a deep breath to launch into the future is a shared experience, but we often assume that everybody else doesn't need to do it. Now, some of you here have mapped out your lives ahead. You've got absolute clarity about what you're going to do next and what you'll do after that, and so on and so forth. Some of you will be at the other end of that spectrum, hoping that inspiration will strike and that opportunity will present itself. It will. Others will be wondering whether you've chosen the right path. And all of these are perfectly natural and to be embraced, as long as you take the breath and take the step to the next adventure and the one after that. When I started to write this short address, I really struggled with the idea that I could inspire you. And when I sat and thought about that, and thought about stick-to-itiveness, about breathing in, I realised the reason that I was struggling was you, sat out there, are the ones inspiring me. You're now woven into the story of this university. You are the giants on whose shoulders we stand. And whether your future achievements are Nobel Prize winning, globally transforming, or less publicly lived, you will go on being inspiring. Because that's the true power of universities. Individuals standing shoulder to shoulder, understanding the past and changing the futures. So stay curious, committed, and engaged. Use your analytical and creative thinking skills to shape the world that you're heading into. Seize opportunities, build networks of people, take doing what you do well seriously, but don't always take yourselves too seriously. Know that you're woven into the history of this university and that you are now part of a global community of past, present, and future students. And I wish you, each of you, fulfilled and successful lives.
Chancellor, colleagues, graduates and family and friends. I am delighted to congratulate those of you graduating today on your success in obtaining your degrees and to be able to do so in the wonderful setting of Whitworth Hall. We hope that within the School of Arts, Languages and Cultures, you found your time here intellectually and academically stimulating, because whatever else studying for a degree gives you, the experience should have been one where you found yourself both challenged and uplifted. I want to express my enormous gratitude to colleagues in the departments for having provided you with that experience. For many of you, I've no doubt it will have transformed your lives, even though you may not know that quite yet. This ceremony brings together students from a number of different disciplines within the school, and I only have about 3 minutes, but I want to take the opportunity to point out at least some highlights from within that range of disciplines. Many of you are graduating with degrees from history of art, benefiting enormously from being taught in a university and in a city that are literally bursting with creativity. Not many universities in the world can boast two museums of international stature, such as the Whitworth and the Manchester Museum, or a globally leading library, such as the John Rylands. Students from the department go on prestigious internships, contribute to exhibitions and conferences. Many of you go on to postgraduate study and to exciting roles in the industry. Classics, ancient history, religion, theology have a long tradition here. Today, these departments go from strength to strength, most recently witnessed by classics coming top in the UK in the Research Excellence Framework. The Egyptology MA is a pioneer in distance learning delivery, which may become a bigger part in our lives in general, whether we want it or not. And religion and theology are the home of several leading research centers, such as the Center for Jewish Studies. All our degrees embrace the rich intellectual benefits of interdisciplinary study. And as the students graduating today from the Humanitarian and Conflict Response Institute demonstrate, our interdisciplinary work reaches well beyond the arts and humanities. The HCRI collaborates with international organizations such as Save the Children, UK Med, and Médecins Sans Frontières in its research and teaching, and also has a firm footing in global health, where Bertrand Taith has recently won a major award from the Wellcome Trust to research the history of humanitarian medicine. But whatever aspects of the arts and humanities you have studied, what arguably unites you is an interest in what makes us human, the creation of identity, and what it is to be part of humanity. Graduation is also a moment to celebrate achievement. Students this year have produced some outstanding work, and I'm pleased to announce the following students who have been awarded the Dean's Award for Achievement: Isabel Harvey, Carlotta Rebonato, Leona Abbey Riley, Ella Mae Smith, and Evie Spillman. And let's just give them a hand for that achievement. On a more practical note, the school's web and social media officer has asked me to remind you to use #SaltGrad and #UOMGraduation on Twitter and Instagram if you want to show us what you've been up to and what you're going to be up to today. After the ceremony, I invite you all to join colleagues and your fellow graduates for a reception in the celebrations marquee on Allen Gilbert Square, where refreshments will be served. As you receive your diploma, you enter a new phase of your relationship with the University of Manchester. We very much hope that you will continue to be an active part of the extended community of alumni and supporters, to nurture an interest in the life of the university and the students who fill your steps, to take pride in the collective achievement of this great and noble institution. The loyalty, support, and goodwill of our students are the foundation of our future. Please keep in touch. We wholeheartedly wish you happiness, success, and fulfillment in both life and work. Thank you.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Posthumous Award, Master of Philosophy, in partnership with Luther King House Educational Trust, Elizabeth Susan Birchall. Doctor of Philosophy, Dominic Alexander Dale Buddy Thornton. Luke Bernd Maria Hughes Nora. Elia Magan. Adam Scott McPeak. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Comparative Religion and Social Anthropology with honours, Sophie Johnson. Chloe McDowell. And in History of Art and History with honours, Gwenlillian Marnie Matthews. Isis Olivia Murphy. And in Philosophy and Religion with honours, Malia Awan. And in Religion and Anthropology with honours, Evie Spillman. And in Religions and Theology with honours, Quenya Abosi. Alice Chawner. Amelia Jane Crofts. Cassie Uhuru. L. B. Walton. Alisa Williams. And in Religions and Theology with Liberal Arts with honours, Ikra Malik. And in Theological Studies in Philosophy and Ethics with honours, Isabella Alford. Aisha Aziz. Matilda Coakley. Alexandra Fletcher. Grace May Fowler. Phoebe Gain. Ida Hamad. Rafe Hashmi. Samuel Kelly. Jessica Tanya Max. Sophie Wei-San Miller. Ella Mae Smith. Harrison Pearson. Ludovic Stocker. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honours, International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response and Spanish with honours, Francesca Lily York.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Isabel Black. Rui Miguel Goncalves Quepeda. Hannah Stein Chamberlain. And for the degree of Master of Arts, Art Gallery and Museum Studies, Claire Hurst. Amy Stevenson. And in Arts Management, Policy and Practice, Hannah Jo Doherty McKinley. And in Heritage Studies, Hannah Ellen Vaughan Hughes. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Ancient History with Honours, Joseph Patrick Brannigan. Lorcan Deasy. Lauren Dixon. Georgia Elstone Friend. Hassan Rouhani Hafiz. Louis Harmon. Natalie Skye Horsham. Harriet Jasmine. George Richard Johnston. George Cumra. Maria John Maria Salim. Callum Martin. Hiba Shaban. Aidan Stubbs. Honor Rosemary Dowler Whittam. And in Ancient History and Archaeology with honours, reverting to Ancient History with honours, Edward Thomas Stevens. And in Ancient History and Archaeology with honours, Charlotte Amy Dawn Breen. Drew Thomas Prince. Leo Willock. And in Ancient History and History with honours, Caris Griggs. Keishni Jathis Kumar. Jonathan Stelling. And in Ancient History with Digital Humanities with honours, Cameron Kilpatrick. And in Archaeology with honours, Joel Alderson. Thomas Dickens. Isabel Harvey. Edward Hughes. Manon Lesseau. Mateusz Leis. Carlotta Rebonato. Ryan James Suter. Sarah Alice Sunman. And in Archaeology and Anthropology with honours, Jessica Maria Lisa Jane Tiffany Fulton. William Ian Peter Johnson. Oscar Lawson Jones. And in Archaeology and History with honours, Jack Doyle. And in Art History and English Literature with honours, Rebecca Hitchings. Bethan Ingman. Grace McGuinness. Jack Edward Rowe. Natalie Russett. Molly Erin Small. And in Classical Studies with honours, Finlay Allen. Phoebe Blum. Kate Cleary. Amy Louise Drakeford. Natasha Esme Penny. Leona Abbey Riley. Izzy Shirley. Georgia Lillian Margaret Smith. Jasmine Davina Swan. And in Classics with honours, Risha Naresh Alim Chandani. Aoife Rowan Grant Stevenson. Lucy Martin. Ella Milne. Alfred Eric Terry. And in History of Art with honours, Maxwell Akinbiyi. Olivia Beer. Daisy Jade Butterworth. Luchin Chang. Esma K. Cottam. Lola Cracknell. Liam John Galliano. Anne Gorod. Emily Greenlees. Maya Rose Hall. Rachel Jeffrey. Reva Rachel Lample. Stephanie Ann Leedham. Phoebe Victoria Malloch Brown. Emilio Paul Nelson. Jin Won Park. Tatiana Parr. Georgia Sanders. Martha Isabella Scott Knight. Anna Lucia Strike. Katarina Trajkovic. Catherine Louise Watkins. Emma Mary Victoria Williams. Joy Ye. And for the award of Certificate in Egyptology, Caroline Margaret Bullum. Matthew Delaney. Jill Frances Garrett. Ziyi He. Ruth Elizabeth Horsfield. Theodore Robert Kears. Roy Anthony Massey. Michelle Sharon Moss. Peter Naude. Nikita Owens. Athalia Rushta. Johannes Cornelis Stans. Andrea Waite. Mary Rona White.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Masters of Arts, Humanitarianism and Conflict Response, David Salam Hattar. And for the degree of Master of Science, Global Health, Kanako Ishiyama. Keita Saber. Mustafa G. Sao. And in humanitarian practice, Marissa Dana Litster. Ankur Rakesh. Robert Wafula Simiyu. And in international disaster management, Bethlehem Cassie. Postgraduate Diploma, Humanitarianism and Conflict Response, Roxana Khatun Janat. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, World Literatures with Honors, Nolwenn Chiara Dumont. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Global Health with Honors, Faisal Ahmed Mohsen Al-Shukri. Syed Haidar Ali Bukhari. Elena Carroll. Misha Iradukuna. William Jack Alexander Johnson. Sarah Kellen Jones. Heidi Kressel. Nuha Amani Muhid. Amy Oliver. Joseph Evan Parker. Carmen Powell. Catherine Race. And in international disaster management and humanitarian response with honors, Honor Bailey. Carla Barak. Hannah Cameron Ross. Emil Christori. Georgia Jean Sam Clark. Philippa Correa de Almeida Serranito. Abby Isabella Cowperthwaite. Jennifer Docker. Bess Anna Eagles. Fergus Halford. Kaya Amber Hornby. Charles Jones. Goda Karinaske. Charles Lewis. Colm McDaniel. Sejal Patel Roberts. Annie Ray. Eden Grace Ryan. Hina Bara. Jessica Walmsley. Isabel Mary Whiteleg. And in International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response and Arabic with honors, Nazifa Ayman. And in International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response with French with honors, Isabelle Fear. Lucy Hansen. And in International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response with Liberal Arts with honors, Shofan Hong. And in International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response with Spanish with honors, Caitlin Boyd. From the Faculty of Biology, Medicine, and Health, from the School of Health Sciences, and for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Psychology with honors, Rachel Blythe. From the Faculty of Humanities, from the School of Arts, Languages, and Cultures, and for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Modern Language and Business and Management with Spanish with honors, James Oliver Dowling. And in Modern Language and Business and Management with Japanese with honors, Algernon Alki Seymour. And in English Language with honors, Isabel Kenny. And in Comparative Religion and Social Anthropology with honors, Eva Linshahan. And in History of Art and History with honors, Emma Fitzakova. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Global Health, intercalating students with honors, Vishnu Panikar. From the School of Social Sciences, and for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Law with International Study with honors, Robert William Hardy.
There's something hugely symbolic about the fact that you come onto the stage a student or a graduand. We doff hats. I don't doff hats with anybody else. And then you step off a graduate of the University of Manchester. And I'm very proud of all of you. You're now part of a very lucky few who have received a university education. There are many, many people across the world, and even closer to home, who aren't afforded this transformational opportunity. You carry the hopes and wishes of millions of your fellow citizens in this country and worldwide. Success is not the result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent, and if you don't define yourself, then somebody else will do it for you. When I told my son that racists hate me for no reason, he said, "Dad, give them a reason." You know that you will be treated unfairly at times, but that will teach you the value of justice. You will suffer betrayal, but that will teach you the importance of loyalty. You will at times feel lonely, but that will teach you not to take those around you for granted. You will never stop learning. Now is a time to reflect on what you have achieved and those who helped you achieve it. I start with those in this place who've taught you, who've guided you, who've examined you, who've passed you. Then the people who clean after you, those who support the great learning in this institution, and those who work invisibly to ensure that you can focus entirely on your studies. They don't do it for the money. They don't do it because they have to. They do it because they believe in you. They believe, as I do, that you will be the greatest generation this world has produced. Please join me in thanking the incredible staff of the university. Then, I haven't forgotten you, then there are those who've given so much of themselves to get you to this place, to this point. Your parents, your families, your friends, your supporters, many of whom have graced us with their presence today, and of course the many, many more who are unable to be here to share this special occasion with you. The only way that I can get my children to come to me is by turning off the house Wi-Fi. The last time I did that, one of my kids started talking and I didn't know who he was. Perhaps you don't recognize it just yet, but you would be nothing without those who've surrounded you every day. They have stood by you through thick and thin. When they could have bought themselves some luxury or a well-earned break, they paused and they gave you some more. Like me, in their wallets and purses, they have photos of you where their money used to be. They have the scars of your childhood and your teenage tantrums and the many challenges that they will have supported you through, each making you the unique person that you have become. Graduates, would you please stand? Would you please turn towards your supporters, towards your family, towards your friends, and show them your appreciation with as much noise as you can? Guests, supporters, family and friends, would you please stand if you're able? Because I know that you're noisier. Would you please join me in congratulating your graduates? stay, I told you, by the way, please stay standing as I leave you with this. Some days you will be the statue, on other days you'll be the pigeon. Stand up for what is right, fight only for moral reasons, sacrifice and care for your families and your neighbours, look after those weaker than you, especially those seeking refuge from suffering, build great things, make massive technological advances, explore the universe, cure diseases, enrich our culture, be the world's greatest artists and scientists, reach for the stars, aspire to intelligence, never ever belittle it, look for the truth, and you will find the truth. And the only ceiling to what you can achieve in your lives is the one that you have created in your own heads. Remember this place, remember these people, remember this time, and go change the world. And I wish you every success and happiness in your future lives and careers as I declare this ceremony closed.